Hey everybody, Laura. We have an elder in our family that said that they seen spirits, and I believed them. She told us all kind of stories, and most of the time they were like giving her a warning. Since I was a little girl, I seen what some people call shadow people. Some people say Nephilim. Everybody got something different as to what they think that they are, but like millions of people have all seen them. Like, you can kind of see them out the corner of your eye looking at you, and when you look at them they kind of duck away. And with me, I can't speak for everybody's experience, but with me, I could feel what if I enter a home or building or whatever, before I get through the door, I know that they're going to be there, because you could feel the energy of that building. And it's just it's weird, but they're like different ones on different levels. Like when my mom didn't and my grandmother didn't tell me this till I was older, and it was after I told her about a nightmare. But she was like, when I was little, I guess about 4 or 5, she had a nightmare, and she dreamed that a lady in all black with a black veil came to get me from my grandparents' house. And her and my grandparents, she had paralyzed them, they couldn't move, and my grandparents told my mom that I had to go with her. And my mom said in the dream I had a knot on my head. Well, my mom said the next day, she was telling my grandmother about it, but I ended up falling, hitting the coffee table, and I had a bump, not on my head. And first they was kind of worried about, like, did it mean anything or whatever, but they was like, nothing really happened after that. Well, as I got in like in my late 20s, early 30s, I had a nightmare. And in my nightmare, I was trying to wake up, and the lady with the veil on was hovering over me, and she wouldn't let me move, and she was chanting something, and she was telling me that she was not going to let me go. Well, I could hear everyone walking through the house. I could hear them talking. I could hear television, and I'm like, somebody please shake me, and maybe I could move. I'm like, I'm awake, but I couldn't speak. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't do anything, and I could feel the tears like rolling down my face. And then when I finally woke up, I was like, no, if I fall back to sleep, y'all wake me up, because this one BS. But anyway, when I talked to her and my grandmother about it, that's when they told me about the dream. It's also someone that's dear to me. They'll have to tell you their story, but they saw the one that was, they're all black, but they had a top hat. They wear a top hat, and that shadow person or Nephilim or whatever you want to call them would try to get them to do bad things. Now, they were not exactly asleep. They would kind of be like daydreaming in a trance that they had a hard time coming out of during the day. And while they were in this trance, this spirit, entity, or whatever would tell them to do bad things. And if they didn't, the bad things were going to happen to them. But that's kind of my lore, and I just wanted to share that since people were sharing theirs. Has anyone out there experienced something like that or something similar? I know some people like, none of that stuff is true or whatever, but to each his own. You know, believe what you believe. You have your right, and I have mine. We just need to respect each other's perspectives and differences and whatever. And if you can't, keep on strolling. Well, again, tell me what you think. Peace.